What did you make of that decision?
I think it's absolutely right. I think it's just ridiculous that the wealthier pensioners, and I don't just mean me with my wealth, I'm talking about lots of wealthier pensioners, have that sort of allowance. Why would we complex society with multiple allowances? They get pension credits. Make certain that when you abolish something, you look after the poorer members of the pensioner community and you do it through pensioner credits. Solve that problem and save maybe hundreds of millions on the people that don't need that allowance and simplify the system. It's
interesting, though, we don't even know how much this is actually going to save now, because if more people claim pension credit, then actually it might end up balancing out. Daisy, you were shaking your head then.
Yeah, look, I think it's the wrong decision. We're very clear it's the wrong decision, and we really want to urge Labour to think again. Of course, there are wealthier pensioners who readily admit themselves that they don't need it, but Age UK has said there are around 2 million very vulnerable pensioners who are going to lose out, and they've had no time to plan. Well, precisely.
We can solve them on pensioner
credits. So the Labour government could think again. They could either reinstate the winter fuel allowance and make it taxable, or they could maybe raise pension credit. But ultimately, I think some of the statistics show that if everybody who is entitled to pension credit actually took it up, it might actually cost even more. So I think this has been done in a very clumsy way. It's wrong, and we still urge the Labour government to think again to protect the most vulnerable.
I don't agree with that at all, because the very point that you make, that if everybody claimed it would cost us more, well, if they're entitled to it, they should get it. And why shouldn't it cost us more? You know, if we've got pensioners out there that are not claiming it because they don't understand how to do it or whatever.
Because the pension credit form is so incredibly long and complicated.
Yeah, but that's not the point. You said it would cost us more. It doesn't matter if it costs us more. If that's fair and right and proper, it should cost us more, and we get the money from somewhere else. But I just make the point, why are all the wealthy pensioners, and I don't mean wealthy being rich pensioners, I mean those that can afford, why should they get a pensioner credit, credit or get a winter fuel allowance? It's nonsense.
I think we agree on the same principles. We both agree that the richest shouldn't get it, but we both agree the Labour government needs to think again to find a way of making sure the most vulnerable don't lose out.
We don't agree on that, because the simple point is that I don't know whether they've thought again. I don't know. You know, the big point of all of this is, are politicians good operators? Do they just talk a good story, or do they follow through with the operation that they need to do to put things right?
Are politicians good operators is something that we debate every single week.
The answer to that is going to become clear, isn't it? Will they deal with this winter fuel allowance abolition in a correct and fair and proper way? I hope they do.